Hey y'all, it's your girl Mariah Sincere, aka Thepassportsis, and I went to Cartagena, Colombia for the second time, and I want to let y'all know about it. Before I get started, if y'all hear a little bit of noise, I have a pool right in front of my apartment. So, people are outside playing, enjoying life, having fun. Like I said, I have been to Cartagena, Colombia before. As a matter of fact, that was my first experience of Colombia. I will post pictures and videos so that y'all can see what my first trip looked like. This was me on the beach at Bora Bora. I stayed in the tourist area of Boca Grande. I met new friends at Castillo San Felipe from all over Latin America. This was amazing. Me in a neighborhood called Yesamani. Cartagena is a really fun place. They love to dance. They love to sing. They love rumba, okay? Salsa. Anything you want to hear, you can go out. The nightlife is amazing there. It is absolutely spectacular, especially if you go to that area where the clock tower is in the walled city. Nothing beats the partying in Cartagena. The only thing that I know of that came close to it or almost equal to it is the partying in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I can do a whole video on that. This last time that I went, though, it was for my daughter's 8th birthday. She really wanted to go to the beach. She had never been. So I will also insert some videos and pictures here of that. So a lot of people who want to either travel to Colombia or move to Colombia often ask, like, well, what's the difference between Medellín and Cartagena? And I will tell y'all. So the weather is going to be the biggest difference. In Cartagena, it's very hot. It's on the coast. Like, it is extremely hot. So if you're somebody like me who came from Texas and I wanted to leave Texas because of the heat, I don't want to recommend Cartagena for you. Now, there are some people who live in cold areas who want to be somewhere where it's hot, or people who don't mind the heat. Well, then Cartagena is your place. But in Medellin, it is spring all year long. I'm talking 70, 80 degree weather. It doesn't get extremely hot here. You will have sporadic raining here, but that's about it. It's called the city of eternal spring for a reason. So if weather is really important to you, that's gonna probably be one of the main determining factors as to which one you want to visit or live in. In Cartagena, you're going to see a darker hue of people. They're referred to as costeños. And the reason why it's so culturally different over there is because the slavery here in Colombia more so happened on the coast. There were larger communities of Africans there. So the people there are going to be either my hue or darker. You will see people there that actually look like they never mixed, like they came fresh off the boat from the continent of Africa. And you'll see some of everything in between. They love rumba, they love to dance, they love to sing. And here in Medellin, it's a little bit different because they have paisas here. Now, the paisas, they're so sweet. Matter of fact, that can be talked about in itself because even everybody in Colombia knows Paisa people are very friendly. They have good hearts. And I'm not saying that the costeños are not. I feel like Paisas, it's just like a cultural staple. They go above and beyond. But you're not going to see, they're a little bit more serious. Even though they're friendly, you're not going to hear like rumba music or loud music as you're going through the streets. It's a city. So it's more of a hustle and bustle kind of culture. So like when people ask which one should I come to, it kind of just depends on what you want. If you're coming on vacation and you want to go by the beach, obviously you want to go to Cartagena, right? If you are a retiree and you're like looking to kind of relax and have a slower life, I'm gonna say Cartagena hands down. If you're somebody like me who wanted to slow their life down some and be able to enjoy, you know, having friends or going out on the weekends, but you want to stay focused when it's time to work and you need infrastructure, like a good metro system, then I'm gonna say hands down it's gonna be Medellin, because here you can slow down but you can also focus, and it's a more hustle and bustle go-getter city when you need your life to be that. Whereas in Cartagena, they don't necessarily have a lot of the same infrastructure. For example, the metro system that Medellin has. Also, it's harder to like get things. For example, if you try to get something rapid at night in Cartagena, you're gonna have a hard time doing that. Versus in Medellin, like things are kind of always moving here. I also want to point out that the Spanish on the coast is different than the Spanish if you're in Medellin. For example, a paisa will say Cartagena, and people from Cartagena don't pronounce their R's as much as paisas do. They'll say Cartagena, like without the R. So the Spanish there is different. There are more differences than what I just said, but you will notice. As far as for vacationing, if you want to go somewhere with really pristine beaches, then coastal Cartagena is not going to be like if you go to the Bahamas or if you go to St. Thomas, where the water is really blue and clear, right? It's a little bit darker, the sand is darker, so no, the beaches don't look the same. However, you can take excursions to islands offshore and pay extra to go to one of the beach clubs, and the beaches are really pristine there. But I mean, if you just want to stay there and you don't want to go offshore, what the beaches lack in that really pretty pristineness, the actual culture and nightlife of Cartagena makes up for all that. If you are interested in traveling or perhaps moving to another country, please go ahead and shoot me an email or a DM. I do consultation services for this, and I also do travel advising and itinerary planning. So either shoot me a DM or send me an email. In conclusion, I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. It just depends on what you want and what type of lifestyle you want to have and what you're comfortable with. Until next time, ciao.